Hi, it's Matt with DIYReverseOsmosis.com. Today I'm going to take you through our complete single source reverse osmosis system. Our system is a 5-stage filtering system. As you can see, we have a spun filter, carbon filter, RO filter, and another carbon filter. That's what makes up the 5 stages of filtration. Just an overview real quick. What makes our system special is it comes with everything you need. It comes with a tank, wrenches to take off the filters when they need to be replaced, the filters themselves, color-coded tubing, as you can see on the side here. The colors are also on the side of the units. So in the manual and the tubing, there's colors that match these colors to tell you where to connect these pipes. And a faucet. Lastly, a drainage clamp and an water intake valve. And of course your manual. Now let's take a closer look at how the system works. I'm going to take you through the complete flow of the water through your system, from beginning to safe water for your family. We're going to start with this T-fitting. This T-fitting has a valve on it. This T-fitting goes onto your existing water supply for your sink. The water can still flow through to your sink through the T-valve. And if you have this fitting open, then it can flow through to your RO system as well. So the water comes out of this fitting and flows into the first filtration tank. The first filtration tank is a spun filter. The spun filter will filter sand, rust, mud, sediment, etc. in your water. After it's filtered of that, it will flow into the next tank. This tank is an active carbon cartridge. This removes bad smells and filters chlorine and organic sediment in your water. After this filtration, it flows into the third filtration tank. This is a block active carbon cartridge. This removes the remaining bad smell, chlorine, organic sediment in the water, and filtering suspended particles. After all this filtration is done, which note that we do this filtration to protect your RO membrane. Your RO membrane is really intended to get the smallest of particles, so you don't want to clog it up with the larger stuff that can be done with cheaper filtration. So you use the lesser expensive filtration first, and then you flow it into the RO membrane. So it comes up through here and goes into this portion here. This is where your RO membrane is contained. Now note, you have to have 85 pounds per square inch pressure to force the water through the RO membrane. This is what the RO membrane looks like. If you see, it doesn't look porous, and that's because it's on a molecular level. The water is forced through this membrane, and the only thing that can get through are water molecules or smaller molecules than that, which is typically gas. After the water flows through here, there is 2 outlets on the back side of the RO. I'm going to talk about the wastewater first. You'll always have wastewater in your system. The wastewater is carrying out all the impurities. The impurities flow down here. There's a pipe that goes around the back and then out into your existing drain. We supply a drainage clamp. On your existing drain of your sink, you would drill a hole in your drain and you'd put on a drainage clamp and feed in your wastewater from your RO system. If you want to flow all the water out of your RO system, you would open up this valve here. This valve would then allow the water at a greater rate to come through out your drain because there is no pressure in your system. By closing the valve, you create pressure in your system and the RO system works appropriately. So now you have your clean water that comes out of this top one. This then flows up to this T. The T then feeds both into the last filter and into your tank. We have the tank over here. If your faucet is closed, there is nowhere for the water to flow this way, so it backfills into your tank. If you open up the valve on your faucet, then the water will be pulled from the tank and also from any clean water that is being put into your system, flow through this last filter. The last filter is for adjusting the pure water taste, keeping it fresh. As we noted, some gas molecules can fit through the RO membrane, so this will remove any foul tastes or odors from gas molecules. And from this final location here on the end of the last filter, you get your fresh water. It comes out of this faucet that we provide, press down here, and you have fresh drinking water. RO water is great for things like baby bottles, making formula, cooking. The purity of the water can change the taste of dough and other cooking products. It's great for making coffee and tea, which are very heavily dependent on the quality of the water you use. And of course, just for drinking water, so you can feel safe and know that your family is not taking in any toxins. From DIYReverseOsmosis.com, we have 3 variations on the reverse osmosis system you can buy from us. What I have been demonstrating so far is the 50 gallons per day 5-stage reverse osmosis system. You can also buy a 100 gallon per day 5-stage RO system. The only difference between these two is the size of the RO membrane. This is the 100 gallon, this is the 50 gallon. If you notice, the diameter is much larger on the 100 gallon. This allows more water to flow through here so you can fill up your tank faster and you can retrieve more water out of your system. The third variation is a 5-stage 50 gallon per day reverse osmosis system with a built-in pump. If your municipal water supply does not provide the 85 psi that's needed to force its way through the RO membrane, you can purchase this system that has a built-in pump that increases the water pressure from your incoming supply to the level that is needed to force its way through the RO membrane. Situations you might need this is in a remote access location or people that are on a well. In addition to supplying you with a complete kit at DIYReverseOsmosis.com, we also have a way for you to spruce up the look of your installation. We have 2 alternate faucets. These are all metal. One has gold trim, one has chrome trim, and is a knob that you turn rather than a lever that you push, giving you greater control over the water flow. At DIYReverseOsmosis.com, we want you to keep your water fresh and safe for your family at all times. We have every one of the filters available through purchase on our website. We also have filter plans that you can purchase at the time or after the sale of the reverse osmosis system. If you purchase a filter plan from us, we will automatically send out the filters at the rate that are needed for your size family. Thank you for visiting DIYReverseOsmosis.com, where we live up to the idea of DIY. We are available 7 days a week to assist you with any questions you may have on the installation of your reverse osmosis system. Our end goal is you have a system that you've installed yourself, and you can then protect your family's water supply for years to come.